Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the first normal form, right? So we had discussed about the first normal form. So today we'll be discussing about the multi-value and multi-type fields, right? So today we'll be discussing about the multi-value and multi-type fields, right? So multi-valued fields here contain multiple values in a single column. See here, multi-value fields contain multiple values in a single column, right? So for example, you can just consider SQL Python. These are usually this doesn't follow, this is not atomic. In simple terms, this is indivisible, this is divisible, because we have considered two these things. What do we call a course name here? Two courses we have, or suppose just consider that we suppose just imagine that we have a students table who has enrolled to the two courses. One is SQL and Python. We are giving in the same this thing, right? So this is divisible, and this doesn't go with a one normal form. This is not one normal form compliant, right? In simple terms. So what is multi-type fields? Multi-type fields contain different data types in one column. So multi-type fields contain different data types in one column. So here we have the name John, 123, this one. So this is containing basically multi-type fields. This is containing the different data types in the single column, right? So example John 123, this one true, this is fine. So this is about the multi-valued and multi-type fields. This is nothing but this is about the multi-valued fields and multi-type fields. So this is basically for the definition part. So let me tell you one thing. So both of this multi-valued fields and multi-type fields, this one multi-type fields and the multi-valued fields, both of these violate database normalization rules. Both of these violate database normalization rules, right? Basically, in SQL tables are expected to be strictly typed and store atomic values only, right? So we had discussed this one within the single normal form. So it has to be atomic. It has to be atomic, right? SQL tables are expected to be strictly typed and store the atomic values only. So both of these multi-valued fields and multi-typed fields, both of these violate database normalization rules. Both of these violate database normalization rules, right? So SQL tables are strictly expected to be strictly typed, and it has to store atomic values only. So let's go with a simple example. Let me first go with a bad table example, right? So here let me create a table. What shall I create? So let me take simple example, employee skills. Employee. So as we have considered this one SQL Python, and based on this itself we'll be considering, right? So let me go with employee skills. This is fine. So within this table, let me go with employee ID, which is of type int, and also let me go with skills, and this is varchar of 200. So we'll be going with the two values, right? Skill. So let me go with SQL and Python itself. So here, this is fine. Let me insert certain values now to the into the employee skills table. So here I have pasted this one. So we have SQL Python along with this one. I have added Java as well. I have added Java as well. Now let me go with select star from this one employee skills, right? So I'll just give your table name employee skills. Let me copy this one and let me paste it over here, right? So this is fine. Let me try to execute this one. So we have the output employee ID 1, and the skill that he or she possesses here as this one SQL Python and Java, right? So this is basically example for the bad table, because we are considering this one, what do we call, this is multi-valued, right? So this is multi-valued field, this one, this is multi-valued field because we are considering SQL Python and Java. This is not atomic, and this is divisible, completely divisible, right? So this is not one NF or single normal form compliant here. So this is the example of the bad table. Let's go with the correct approach this time. Let's go with the correct approach this time, right? So let me make this 100 here. Let me make this 100. And so instead of instead of the multi-valued field, let me go with the 1NF compliant. So here, let me insert this one employee skill. Correct. So let me make this one employee skills man. Or yeah, let me go with employee skills. Correct. So this one, let me paste it over here. So this is fine. This is from employee skills, right? So here let me change this one as well to the employee skill dot correct. So previously we made use of the table name employee skill, this one, right? So what is this saying here? Incorrect sentence near select. Why? So yeah, I have forgotten to close the this one parenthesis here. Sorry. Yeah. So now if I try to execute this one, yeah, we are getting the employee ID, 111, same thing. So the skills that the guy possesses here is SQL, Python, and Java. SQL, Python, and Java, right? So output, we have got the desired output, right? So here now, let me explain the output part here. So each skill is stored as a separate row here. Each skill, SQL, Python, and Java are the different skills that the guy possesses here. So each skill is stored as a separate row. Each skill is stored as a separate row. Nothing but here, this one is atomic, completely atomic, right? So and the table is normalized as well. And the table is normalized as well. So this is single normal form complaint, 1NF complaint, right? So this is 1NF complaint, right? So now each skill is stored as a separate row. This is completely atomic, and the table is normalized here, nothing but 1NF complaint, nothing but 1NF complaint, right? So this is it about the multi-valued fields and the multi-type fields, right? Basically, let me summarize this one. It Let's try to avoid the multi-valued or the multi-type fields as much as possible, because it is not 1NF compliant, right? So usually, as I've said, we have to store one value per cell, this is way of rating the, I mean, uh, good table. Basically, this is way of rating the good table, right? So let's always try to store one value per cell for easy querying and the normalization purpose, right? So just keep these two things in the mind. So this is it for the multi-valued and the multi-valued fields and multi-type fields, right? Next we will be discussing about the second normal form. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.